Hi, I'm Dr. Richard Honecker. Let's talk about good parenting techniques. There's no magic 10 commandments here, but let me give you my take on some good ideas. First of all, your discipline needs to be consistent. It needs to be the 3 F's: fair, firm, and friendly. Discipline with empathy and love. It's also good to model good behavior. Now that, of course, is obvious. However, it's not as obvious as it might be in some cases. For example, if you're going to tell a kid how they should act, sometimes they're going to turn a deaf ear, and you know that. But if they can hear you talking to your spouse about how you would act in a particular circumstance, they're going to learn from that. For example, you make sure the kids are listening and you say to your spouse, "Hey, I found a letter on the street the other day. It had a stamp on it and it had money in it. And I thought about taking the money and keeping it because I found this on the street. But I decided the right thing to do was get the money to the right person, so I just licked the envelope, put it in the mailbox, and the right person got their money." So if you tell your kids what they should do with that letter, they may turn a deaf ear. However, if you talk it out with your wife, with them in earshot, about what you would do and what the right thing is to do, they're going to think, that's a good thing to do. And they'll sort of incorporate that silently, and in their psyche become a better person.
Welcome to Children's Mom Docs. I'm Dr. Dara Harris. I'm a pediatric psychiatrist at St. Louis Children's Hospital. Today we're going to be talking about how to address repeated behaviors. Now, you can actually take all of your kids' behaviors and divide them into 2 buckets. One is things you wish they would start doing, and others are the things you wish they would stop doing. You can actually sit down, have a family meeting, and look at the stuff that you are wasting your day on. How many times you're having to say no and address the same problems. We are much, much better at finding things we wish they would stop. Don't worry, it's your wiring, it's not bad parenting, okay? Here's what we need to do. Make a list. Things that you want them to stop are whining. For me, I can't take it. It's always the top of the list and it has to be stopped. Things like whining can be counted. Now, I'm not talking about the endless counting where you get to 10, you go up, you go back. Counting is actually a 2-step process. They get a 1 that tells them, this is a behavior I don't want you to do anymore. They get about 5 or 10 seconds so they can think about a different choice. Then they get to the 2. Once you're at 2, this means we're done if it happens again. They get another few seconds, just long enough to process, and then they get the 3 and an immediate consequence. The key for stop behaviors is by the time you're at 3, something about their world has to change. That can be leaving a store, turning off a TV, but it's a very clear system that you can make 2 choices, and after that, we're just done. Start behaviors. This is the hard part. These are the things that we want to motivate, but we tend to punish. So we want them to get in the car quickly, but what we do is start yelling or getting mad or saying we're not going. If you want them, then there needs to be an incentive that happens only once the seatbelt clicks. It can be simple things. It can be a piece of gum. It can be a sticker. How do you find motivators? Here's the easiest thing. The things that motivate your kid are the stuff they don't want to stop doing. Don't worry, we're all in this together. Once you've got your list, you also need to stay motivated yourself. Be sure to build in some rewards. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel.
So, you're gonna have a baby.
You're going to have a baby.
You're gonna have a baby.
You're going to get a lot of advice.
Ignore 90% of it. It's worthless. Here's some good advice.
10 things I wish I knew before I became a parent.
Okay. Number 10.
Everything you're doing is probably the best to somebody and the worst thing that you can possibly do to somebody else. So just do what works for you and don't get on the internet, because you can Google anything and everybody has an opinion.
You'll know how to take care of them.
Do not care 1 ounce what other people think about you.
Bam.
Yeah. Number 9.
Get on a schedule, get on a schedule, get on a schedule if you want to live.
Schedule is key to sleep. Schedule.
Number 8.
Everybody leaves this out.
So parenting is hard. Sometimes you just can't handle it.
Take just an hour, go to grandma's, drop the baby off, go get some ice cream, take a 20-minute nap.
Make a date night once a week and don't skip it.
Number 7.
This is important. Instead of having to mold them to what you want.
Discover who they are and let them be.
Number 6.
Be prepared for the unexpected, because it will happen.
Like maybe the possibility of having twins?
There is a chance that your baby could go flying down a hill and then roll out of her car seat onto the road, which may have happened.
Number 5, you've got to make room for the baby.
Crib, changing table, car seat, stroller. 2 strollers, actually. Bassinet that went into our room, even though he had a crib in his own room. And their toys.
More crap.
He's got his own room. He's 5 pounds. He has his own room, right? Like, I don't have my own room.
Number 4, you're going to look back and you're going to say, I wish those times would come back. So keep them. Don't give them all away.
They'll only wear it once, but you'll keep it forever.
Memories are the only thing that you'll have left after all is said and done.
Number 3, be grateful for your kids. Be grateful!
Things that you aren't prepared for can turn out to be good things in the end.
Oh, yeah. Worth it. All the poop and snot and screaming and crying and fighting. Worth it. All of it. Totally worth it.
To cherish every single minute. We would never have asked for the challenge, but we were so grateful for what she taught us. We're grateful every day for her life. The best thing that ever happened to us. Number 2.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
It's gonna be okay.
Some days you're just not gonna have a lot of patience, and that's okay.
It really is all just spilled milk.
The house can wait. All of the chores can wait.
You have to remember that this is a massive change in your life. And you're going to feel every emotion there is to feel. Those deep, deep, deep emotions on either side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Number 1.
The one thing that you can't understand, that you can't prepare for, that you're not going to know until you experience is
All the love.
Be prepared to love something more than you ever thought you could. Because you haven't. You haven't yet.
And it will be the best thing that you've ever done in your whole life.
If I wasn't a mom, I can't imagine. It's been too wonderful.
Just relax. You're gonna be great, hopefully.